Awesome. Let's see if I'm live on YouTube. Unedited videos. Nice. Oh man, we're just continuing to push with BVXV. Continuing just to absolutely rip. Not really any good entries at the moment. I mean, there was pretty good entry off the 20 EMA and here really, but I wasn't really looking, wasn't really paying attention. Was trying to get everything ready for the live stream. We can see really that we had that doji candle, but you really missed that really explosive move. So let's go ahead. Right now we have 4 stocks that I'm watching, and then we have NAKD that did a reverse stock split that I'm having on a back burner play. And right now that's the only thing that I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and cover NAKD. I mean, just reverse stock split. They jump. Oh, let me turn down Josh. They jumped from around 50 cents all the way up to 7.75. So that's definitely something that we got to keep on watch. But again, that's not the price action. That is just the reverse stock split. It's just they made their stock worth more, and if you had shares, you would have less shares. So again, there's not really much of a difference. I'm really just seeing if we're gonna get like maybe a nice bounce. People see that it's not a penny stock anymore, and people might look to buy it up. We also have BVXV is my top stock to watch because of their news. Trading higher after the company announced signed definite agreements for the development and commercialization of a nano-sized COVID-19 antibody therapy with Max Planck Society. So, I don't know about you guys, that sounds terrifying, but we can see that we have all of the highest volume bars are green, which is very good. And we've just been moving up consistently. Now, this is a low float at 14 million. So we are going to see that explosive price action. I think we are up now 100% during pre-market. We were chilling right around $3, so we're actually ripping to the upside. Now, where can we go if we break 3 and hold 3? We have room up to $4, not much resistance. We can always obviously push back up to 450, and we do have a gap to fill at 483. Now, if we do fill that, I do expect us to continue to push because that's not much higher than 450. And we could see it come up to 5, maybe even 550 today because this is this is good news. And they have a lot of volume. Now, the relative volume is absolutely crazy. It's over an 100x, I believe. So there's a lot of volume here. There's a lot of traders watching this. We also have BRTX. Now, this is definitely one that I'm not really watching. I mean, they are recruiting PRC Clinical as a partner for lead product study. That's not really the best news. I mean, they did gap up, or they're gapping up around $1, maybe $1.50, but still not the best. The price action is just not there. I'm not a huge fan of the price action at all. So we actually want to move that down on our watch list. We have ACST broke the downtrend. Not really liking it at the moment. Not getting that explosive price action. It's just a little choppy right now. It does have it's gapping up 26%. The relative volume is 3x, so definitely not the best relative volume. Yes, that is a good relative volume, but with BVXV, that has like 100x. So I'm always going to pick the stock that has the highest relative volume. We have RCT absolutely dumping, broke the descending triangle, broke 232. I don't think I'm going to be touching this. The company announced it was awarded a awarded a multiple award blanket purchase agreement by the United States in custom borders protection worth $90 million over the course of 5 years. So that is definitely that's definitely a good announcement, but it wasn't a good announcement to pump it all the way up to 290. Now that's 60%, but this is going to go over the course of 5 years. So if this was 90 million today, oh, definitely we'd see this probably all the way up to $4, $5, $6 potentially. So, but no, since that time frame is a little bit it's too long. It's not getting that action. We have BRTX. Final stock, well, we already went over that. So right now, our top 2 stocks to watch are BVXV and ACST. Now, what is the SPY doing? SPY's coming down, getting that decreasing volume yesterday. Looks like we are gapping down. We are sitting right at, where are we? We're sitting right at 461. You know, we might bounce off this 50 SMA. We had a strong close above it. I would like us to see bounce off 460 with room higher. The 50 SMA should squeeze us back above the 9 and 20 EMA. And if we can break that, I see us coming up to 464 today. That would be ideal. We do have that. We did crack 463.70 during pre-market and then absolutely dumped. So that is a little bit concerning. So we also have a gap to fill down at 455. So really anything is possible for, really just for the SPY and the whole market in general. We did gap below, but we are trading above that now again. It does look like we're getting a little top heavy. We have made a new high intraday on the SPY, but it doesn't show on the daily, so that's not the best. And we're just overall choppy. I do think we're going to see a pretty hard pullback. Now we have the QQQ, same thing, just choppiness. AMD pulling back hard as well. I think it's just the overall market that's oh, that's crowd. We have Nvidia pulling back hard pre-market, SQ pulling back hard, man. Pulling back all the way down to 170. I should have taken my profit back up at 290. That would have been, oh no, that's at Square. Never mind. We're at SE. So to say, but SE's taken a hard drop. I wanted to buy puts up at 360, and that would have printed perfectly. But I just didn't. Don't know. Can't tell you guys why. Can't tell you why I didn't. But I did have the idea. I did make the trade plan, but I think I just kind of went over my head and didn't really think about it. But it seems like everything just is dumping today. Besides Coinbase, Coinbase is holding. Now again, BVXV is looking like it could make a possible head and shoulders pattern here if it doesn't crack this previous high of 311. If it doesn't crack this 311, I do think we're going to see it come down a little bit more. Go ahead and move this down just a little bit to 375. So if we do not break 311 here, I do think we're going to come down to 275, 274.
But volatility as well. So choppy, volatile, sideways coming to the new year. That's what I think. That's what I think. Roll the intro. I already rolled the intro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Now,
the day that I'm not with it. So yeah, so that's what I think is gonna happen, guys. So that's just about the whole, seems around like it'll be bad.
we have ACST. It is getting, it's not the best. It's super choppy. Stay away from this right now. Stay away. ASCT does have, the relative volume is not there. The NAKD volume is also not there, but that's also just because it's a reverse stock split. We have BVXV looking like it's gonna previous high pullback, and I'm just not a fan of it. And maybe possible head and shoulders pattern, room lower. I do think we're gonna see more room lower. If you're gonna short this, your stops have to be above 311, possibly above 304. Now, I do want to see ACST continue to get this movement and pop above this 145 level. Pop above 145, we could easily see this come up to 150 and potentially even 160. And break 161, I mean, we have not much resistance till 190. And that's definitely possible because they have a price target of $6 and they're at $1.46 or $1.42. Now, usually when we see price targets like this, sometimes they just die and fade, which is okay. I mean, I'm not looking to swing trade this all the way up to 6. I'm looking to just day trade off of the momentum from the news. So we had really, really high volume yesterday. ACST, we still have way less volume than yesterday. And I don't like that we met with sellers. Just that was definitely something that I do not like to see. And this was only a 10-cent pop. That was only 8%, and then immediately get caught with sellers. Like, yes, ASCT is now moving, getting that pop out of the downtrend. There it is. We're going to see it pop over 45. We have a big buyer at 143. Big buyer at 143. Let's see him. I don't want to see him get filled. If he's starting to get filled, that means there's going to be more sellers. Do not want to see him starting to get filled at 143. But it's nice to know that we have a nice big wall for it to continue to move here. Yep. He's going. He's back down. He's starting to get filled a little bit. He's at 322. Let's see. He's at 322. I don't like this 318, 313. He got filled a little bit. We have a big seller at 145. Let's see if we can take out this big seller at 145. 218. It looks like we're going to break lower. Looks like we're possibly going to break lower. He's gotten filled out of 10,000 shares, maybe even 100,000. Wait, that's 10,000 shares. Excuse me, not 100. So if he still has 20,000 shares that he wants to sell. If he's starting to get filled, we'll see. I think we're going to come, because a lot of people who are long, they're going to have their stops below this 143. Because if this big buyer gets taken out, then it's most likely going to come lower with that selling pressure. Because there's a lot of selling pressure to take this big buyer out then. It's counterintuitive, but that's how it works. Watch, we'll see. Get in hold. So if I was long in this position, my stops would be at 142. Let's see. Oh, he's gotten taken out. Looks like we're about to crack to the downside. Let's see. Looks like we're about to crack to the downside. He's gone. He's gotten filled. There it is. 15,000 shares. There. That's him getting filled right there. 15,000, 1,000, 3,000, 1,000, 2,000. That's him. Right now, I really don't like this chart. It's taking forever to update. But it looks like we're still just going to gap down. There it is. See, guys, that's the price action. You probably would have, the limit order, you might have gotten stopped all the way down at 137. That's the power of reading level 2, is understanding where the big buyers are, where the big sellers are in the market, and then you can find out. This is called a leading indicator. It tells you where it's going to go. Potential. I mean, obviously nothing's 100%, but this tells you you see inside of the market. You don't just look at charts. You see the actual psychology and the movement on the charts. You start to understand everything. We have BVXV broke that high previously, and now we didn't break that high. We actually made a very, very nice double top. Looks like we might honestly start to, let's see, we're making higher lows. Let's see if this can continue higher. I don't like this previous high. If we don't continue to move, it looks like we might start to crack to the downside. We have a nice pivot low here. Let's see if we can make a double bottom. We did close. Ooh. We didn't close right on the 90 EMA. It looks like we're going to continue to move. Let's see. Oh. All right, so I do think that we're going to see BVXV continue to move. I mean, we did make that double top. We are now making higher lows, it seems. Potential descending triangle. I mean, I do think we're going to come down all the way back to 274. Now, 274 would be a very good opportunity to really jump into this. Again, I wouldn't be looking to buy it on a dip trade. I would be wanting to see a potential reversal pattern before I actually scale into this position. Now we also have ACST. Again, there was the dump from ASCT off the double top. Then we were looking at that big seller, and it immediately just, again, pulled back. Let me go ahead and actually just kind of move this. We have RCAT. Again, I'm not looking to. We got rejected off the trend line. I'm not going to touch this below 232. Not going to touch this below 232. Want to see this pop up again? This is not the best news. I mean, it is good news. They got a $90 million deal, but that's going to be released over the course of the next 5 years. So that is definitely not one that I like to keep on watch. Now we have BRTX. Again, also looking forward to crack the downtrend. But again, not the best price action. NAKD, again, we're going to be watching it because it had a reverse stock split from 50 cents to $7.75. Now they're selling off. They're trading right below $6 now. So our top two stocks to watch are BVXV because the company announced it signed a definite agreement for the development and commercialization of nano-sized COVID-19 antibody therapy. So I don't know about you guys, but I am going to stay far away from whatever they're doing. But I'm going to try to trade it, make some money off of them. We have ACST is also one that I'm watching, but it's too choppy to trade during pre-market. So I wouldn't be looking to trade it at all until it kind of levels out and kind of gets some really volume and just kind of just being less choppy. Right now, the best stock to watch is BVXV. There was the round off. Again, I do think we're going to continue to move lower. We do have the 5. The first time would have been these doji candles and decreasing volume to the upside, and then now we're starting to round off. I do think we're going to see a pullback much farther. On the 5-minute, we do have the 50. I think we're going to pull back all the way to around 260. 260, right to VWAP potentially. Bounce off the 20S EMA on the 5-minute. Anything is possible for BVXV. So we're just going to sit on our hands and wait for the right opportunity to form, right opportunity to present itself. Now, if this continues to move, we do have some price targets now if it continues to run. We have that trend line that we're going to run into. And then, I mean, also like this. There was the trend line break building up, and then there was the crack. Probably starting to get some buying momentum in off this area. I don't know about momentum, but just buying pressure. We'll see how much pressure it is. Doesn't look like a lot. We had a big seller. I didn't see him where he was, but I saw him there. Big seller at 279. He was at 279, 278. Looking to sell. I mean, if it cracks this level, looks like we're going to continue much lower because we had a big seller and continue to move. Didn't really get them filled. ASCT, again, not really moving how we like it. What charting site you use? This is a Think or Swim. This is TD Ameritrade's platform. It's completely free and has no commissions or fees. Again, we had a nice not really bull flag potentially. How much is that? That pops around 7% or so. We have BVXV. Definitely liking it a little bit more for the nice bounce off 274. Definitely not wanting to scale into it now because I do think we're gonna have another pullback, possibly to I think we're gonna pull up probably to around 288. 290, 288 is this previous high, and then that's going to be our head and shoulders pattern, and we're going to continue lower. Hi, how are you doing? Good morning, good morning. Yep, I do. This is what we're going to pull up to around 288, 290, maybe a little bit higher or lower. And this is going to be our head and shoulders pattern. And then we're going to continue to catch the move lower. I'm doing good. This is my first time here. Awesome, awesome. Glad you're here. Glad hopefully you can pick some knowledge up. How long you been trading? Now it looks at this buying pressure is just not there at all. Not there at all. So I do think we're gonna come down, bounce off VWAP, or if not, bounce off the 250. We'll have to see what happens. Oh. So right now we're just totally new here. I would love to learn. Hey, it's let's get it. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You're going to spend, if you want to actually learn and make it a career, you're going to have to spend thousands of hours studying and practicing and trading. CRM going to be bought out? Not too sure. Gap to fill on CRM at 285. So we did close back above the 200 SMA, which is good. That's what I like to see. But I don't think we're still wait for a bottom. We might have an inverse head and shoulders pattern potentially. I would want us to see us pop up, fill this gap at 265 before making that previous low. As long as it's not below 250, we might have a reversal pattern back up to 285. Again, you guys can see my screen much better on YouTube Stock Talk Trades, or you guys can go over to my link in my bio and just click the YouTube. Are you using Binance? No, this is not crypto. This is equities, stocks. This is TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim. BVXV is the top stock to watch today. We're getting more of a almost like a rising wedge. Not really the best rising wedge, but I do think we're going to break to the downside here to around 250. If we break 250, we're easily going to come down to 241 for the room lower. Have you seen NAKD? Yes, it's NAKD is not, people are not making thousands of percents. It is just a stock split. If you had one share of 50 cents, you would have a fraction of this $7.75 or $7.75. So this is not, you're not making stupid amounts of money if you held. And usually we've just dying off. We don't have the volume. We don't have really anything. Hey bro, can you tell me where I can get this kind of monitor, like you're with price as well, please? Yeah, so this is a I think it's a Spectre. Let me go ahead and get it real quick. See, it's hard for me to see it for some reason. 24-inch monitor, 65 hertz. It's actually right here. Just look up SCEPTRE. I'll let you screenshot it real quick. So get ready to screenshot. This is the monitor that I have. I'm gonna get 3 more of these so I can put one up top. This is an older one. I want to replace that and put one up top. So yeah, there it is. And then if you want, oh, why is it? It looks terrible. Oh, that's why. Yours are sideways. There we go. So I definitely want to see BVXV again break this trend line to go to the downside for around 250, 240. That would be ideal for the good entry because we are forming that inverse head and shoulders pattern. And if you guys could like the stream, TikTok pushes a bit more, and I'd really appreciate it. ACST, not getting that movement. Again, right now, we are just sitting on our hands. We have 7 minutes till market open. 7 minutes until we can start making some money. Let's go ahead and look at our scanners. Oh, we have SEAC. What's going on, SEAC? Oh, what's going on? Resume trading. Okay, they resume trading. Expected to ultimately value approximately $5 billion, under $5 billion. Publicly traded through a merger. Okay, so they're gapping up crazy. SEAC is definitely one that we're going to keep on watch. It is now our second top stock to watch. Let's go ahead and find out where this can go. Oh, we're getting a lot of price action. It's a mid-candle break. We already broke. We have the previous high 216. I mean, we have plenty of room higher. I mean, there was that move. Again, we have some more price action. I do think we're going to see this pop up. All right, so I do like that a lot. I do like SEAC. Let's see if we can actually start to get this moving. I don't like this. This price action does look like we're going to come down a little bit more. We did get unhalted, filled gap, and then continue to run. So where could this go? This is definitely, we have BVXV, SEAC, our top 2 stocks to watch. We have NAKD, but NAKD is doing a reverse stock split. We have an inverse head and shoulders pattern on SEAC. Look for the room lower. Look for room lower. I do think we're going to drop all the way back down to around 250. 250 potentially, maybe a little less. VWAP is rising up, which is good, but I don't like this very much. Don't like it at all. So again, right now we haven't gotten any good entries, which is fine. We're going to be disciplined, patient traders, because when you are disciplined, patient, that is when the money starts to flow to you. You have to be just accept that, oh, maybe I'm not going to trade today. That's fine. If the setup doesn't work out, doesn't work out. BRTX, again, not looking good. Maybe a possible inverse head and shoulders pattern. Looking for room back up to around 660, potentially for 60 cents. That would be absolutely amazing. You would have to, your stops would be below 580. So you're risking around 15 cents here for the potential to gain 60. That's a 4-to-1. That's a perfect risk to reward ratio. Don't like that pullback though. We popped up and then pulled back. This is the break. So I didn't like that at all. I'm actually not going to take that because of that movement right there. So let's see if BVXV is definitely looking like it's going to crack lower. We have A, PPS. Very choppy. Wouldn't trade it pre-market. We are getting that volume. I mean, the volume's not increasing, which is definitely something that we want to see. I mean, we do have room back up to potentially 65 and then 67. That the 50 SMA is sitting right at 68, and the 200 SMA is sitting right at 68. I would like us to maybe have one more green day and then a possible pullback down to the 9 and 20 EMAs. For APPS, we have AMD dumping during pre-market. Where are we sitting? Okay, so we're sitting pretty high. I think we're just coming back and retesting the 9 or 20 EMA on the daily. Let's see if we can hold it. That was a pretty strong close with increasing volume and a pivot low. So I do think we might see AMD back up at 148 today potentially, if we do get that nice bounce off the EMAs. So AMD is definitely one that I'm going to keep on watch actually, because it is looking like a good potential setup. We have BVXV. That's again building up to break the downtrend, building up to or the uptrend, excuse me, with this rising wedge. We have SEAC. Again, there's this inverse head and shoulders pattern, head and shoulders pattern. It's not the cleanest anymore. I mean, it could still considered a head and shoulders pattern. We'll have to see what happens. SEAC, not liking it whatsoever. Price target of 6. I'm actually going to delete this off the watch list because it's not the best news. Yes, a price target of 6, but we have better news. We have RCAT, not liking it at all. Don't have the volume. RCAT, the volume is excuse me. Again, AMD and AKD, I'm going to delete off the watch list. So we've AMD, which I'm looking for a nice bounce off the EMAs around this area. Looking for it to bounce, not break this low, and then potentially room back up to these previous highs. And then break those previous highs. I mean, we have room back up. Oh, yeah, that's up to 48. I mean, we have room back up to 48 if we continue to break those highs. I mean, with that dump with pre-market, it looks like we might see the same thing. We might have we are rising up, pull back with a nice hold 42. If we can hold 42.30, that would be ideal. Then we might have room back up to 144, potentially even 148 for AMD. We have around 18 seconds left till market open. I am looking for the dump from BVXV right at market open when you might see a panic pop up to 3. Don't get greedy. The panic pop up to 3 might be the false move. In 3, there we go. Watch the panic pop. We could see a washout. Anything's possible right now. We could see a washout. If you're washout, you'd be buying right now. It's very risky. Very scalping mindset. You'd be buying at 274. Up 2 cents. Up 10 cents. You're taking profit. Boom. There's 10 cents. Extremely easy. Let's see a nice bottom. It looks like we're going to pop. Made a nice higher low here. It's still super risky. Still super choppy. You don't really know what's going to happen here. We made a double top. If we're going to continue to break, your stop has to be below a certain level. I mean, oh man, this 500, we're already moving. I mean, we might just, anything can happen here. We might have a nice red to green move. Not the best red to green move, though. Not the best red to green move. I wouldn't be taking it yet. I'll be looking for a red to green move on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, not on tick charts. People aren't really looking at tick charts. Want to see a double bottom here. Not really liking this double bottom though, because of how still choppy it is. So I'm not going to take it. We have SEAC. There's the nice washout long. RCAT. Not liking it. Oh, AMD absolutely dumped. Did not hold. Let's see if we can actually continue to. Let's see if we can make a bottom here. Should I go ahead and send it and buy an AMD call? Should I send it? But I mean, I'm liking it. I'm gonna keep it on watch though. I'm gonna keep it on watch. Oh, because I would have sent it, but I didn't. We have the BVXV. Did not break the high, but dumped right off of it. We had a higher low. Looks like I'm gonna take one. Looks like I'm gonna buy just one. Let's see. Let's see if AMD can hold this level. Not liking it. RSI is low. What I love most. She had so much shows. I'm in. At 184. 184. Stop is a new low a day. Stop is a new low a day. Let's see if this can start moving here. Let's see if this can start to move here. Stop is a new low a day for AMD. I'm waiting. I have my finger on the trigger, ready for it. Ready for it. I want to see this start to break. If we can see it break 141, that would be ideal. There it is, 141. There's the pop. I want to see it start to move. There's the pop. Come on. My stop is the low a day. We had a nice double bottom, wanting it to continue to move. I like this. I bought into this into the selling pressure, looking for a little bit of a oh yeah, baby. There it is. Up 30 bucks on it. I want to see it continue to move here. Shit. Now we're back. Now we're back. Don't want to see this back below the low. Don't want to see this back below the low. I want to see this hold. I want to see this hold. Potential inverse head and shoulders pattern, higher low. Come on. I know you want to. I know you want to hold. Break this previous high. Break at 42.11. ACST is popping. ACST is popping. Potential red to green move here. Let's see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get a pop. I want to see a pop over 142.41. There it is. Give me a pop. Give me a pop. Over 142.50. 142.50. Let's see it. Let's see it. I know you want to. 142.50. I know you want to pop. Might have a cup and handle. There's the handle. Let's see if we can pop over 142.50. Oh. Getting rejected. Getting rejected at all. Getting rejected. Might have to cut it. I mean, Market, what I got it at 144. Let's see if I can get out. I'm out. I didn't like it. I'm out. I took a $12 profit off of that. I only used around $200 to take that less than $200. Let's see what happens. I did not like that price action, though. That price action was scaring me. Look, it's probably going to pop right now, but I don't like how we made that previous low and a double top. That was a little... I had to get out there, guys. I had to. I don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing one. I could have always gotten back in. Oh, and look, now it's going to pop. Now it's worth... Let's see. Now it's going to pop. It's all good, though. Oh. Oh, man. It would have been up 40, 50 bucks. Unfortunate. Okay, we have BVXV. What's going on here? Nice pullback, potentially. I want to see a pullback down to the 9 EMA. Want to see a pullback down to the 9 EMA? I like that we actually made a new high and pulled back. Starting my position. What level's at 337. Wasn't able to scale in. Not able to scale in super good here. Oh, there's the dump. There's the dump. I shouldn't have bought, but that works. Let's see a nice close here. Let's see a really nice close. Oh, yeah, baby. That's what we're talking about. Locking in 40, 50 bucks. I have 250 shares long. I'm flattening. What? Are you fucking kidding me? What was that fill? Now I'm only up 12 bucks. God damn it. So guys, I wasn't able to scale out quick enough. AMD, I cut my loss, but it popped. Could have made a little bit more. Could have made a little bit more on BVXV. Sold a little too early. Popped down. Panic sold 250 at 38. So I tried to sell pretty high, but I got a terrible fill, and that was TDs. That's just, I mean, that's what I can do. I don't have light speed. It's free. So what do you expect? What do you expect? I mean, from a free broker.
Is it finding support at the pickup level on SEAC for a nice big push back up free market highs, or are we going to crash? Are we going to come back down to 215? It's still early, guys. We're only 12 minutes into the market, right? It could be a nice. Now, I wouldn't say red and green. It didn't open up red, right? Red and greens. Remember the criteria for a red and green move is the first candle must open up. So your first candle needs to open red. And then you have the stock slowly kind of just pulling back, little by little by little, until it kind of finds the base, right? Until it starts to find this base. And then you start to see buyers move in, right? You start to see buyers move into the stock, little by little by little. And then it starts getting this nice big potential break to the upside, right? So you have this big U-shape. Right? We call this the A wall. We call this the B wall. Transition period. We call this the C wall. We're buying during that transition right here. But one of the first pieces of criteria is first candle is red to the downside.
So ask.
So could we see a break over the open on SEAC? Yes, but would it be like a proper red trade? Not really. So we couldn't really trade it the way we want to trade a red to green. But again, we're open right at 323. We have our sell-off. Right? We are finding a base. We are trying to find support. This would be considered our B wall. If this was setting up for a proper textbook red to green move, right now this would be our B wall here on SDA. And what we're looking for is to start to see that C wall. All we're looking for here on SEAC is a slight C wall, right? So we have this laid down. Okay. We have the A wall that's established. We have our B wall. We need to see our C wall. We need to wait for that transition. Okay. So if we start to see this transition, that's where we look to go long. Right there. Okay, profit at the open. So here, that is a first target right at the open. And then you have a second target right at looking for that transition from D1.
All right. I'm looking for some calls on AMD. Oh, I totally missed it. Totally missed the entry. The entry down at 109 or 196. Totally missed it, which is okay. Not going to take it now. And I did actually just buy market, sell market. I want to.
I like the book.
So that's unfortunate. I would be up a good amount. I mean, I am green on the day, which is good. I haven't hit my goal yet, but we have this higher low. I want to see a bigger pullback here.
On YouTube said, I've been practicing WWJD. What would Josh do? What would Josh do? Josh would sit back and wait for the best setup. When Josh enters trade, then Josh no longer likes trade. Josh walks away from trade regardless of what happens next. And I like to really enforce that, guys. Okay? Like, I trade with intuition. I trade with gut.
Didn't get the pullback that I wanted. Didn't get the pullback that I wanted. I missed the entry.
So when my intuition and my gut tells me, I don't like it, I get away. I wait for the trade, right? You may see me in and out of trades a lot. You may see the trade that I was in, that I got out of. It may actually be a winning trade, but I get out of it. you're like, what the hell are you doing? I'm trading intuition. I'm trading my gut. I'm trading.
So I was trying to scalp the BVXV when I shouldn't be scalping. I should have made a trade plan. My stop below 320. Did not get it though. I was only risking around 3 cents or so, but I mean, right now it is looking like, or not 3 cents, like 7 cents. Right now it is looking a little bit more bearish.
Get him out of those small red losses. He's going to make some money. You've got to walk away. Was up 13% then yesterday after you told me the whole. I said Upstart's a good company. I said I'd buy them.
Oh, there was the dip down at 205, 250. That would have been another $50 trade right there. Didn't get the entry though. Look, I think we honestly have room for AMD all the way back up at all the way back up at 248 potentially. I like this. I want to see us pull back. I should have joined a while ago.
Same thing. I think it's a good company. I just think it moved up way too quick, way too fast because of the pandemic. Same thing with Zoom. Great company. It just moved up way too fast because of the pandemic, right? So I think these stocks will recover just to win. I think they're great companies, and I think they're companies that will grow in the future. They're just pulling back, which is much needed. BRTX, nothing. BVXV, nothing right now, guys. SEAC, nothing right now. Maybe I said
All right, guys, I think I'm going to end the live stream here. Thank you guys so much for stopping, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I think it's Thursday, the 23rd, and have a wonderful day.